put it on the screen so you guys got to at least see what was going on. But I'm back now, so here we are, game number 2. Too Much Sugar taking on Lion Esports Club. Obviously, tmsR up 1-0. So it's safe to say, I mean, tmsR looking pretty good here so far in cycle number 4, that is. Once again, after a no doubt disappointing finish in cycle 3, so that is good news for them. On the other hand, you have Lion Esports Club. They're looking to make a comeback here and looking to force a game 3, if anything. But we're moving along to the drafting stage. Once again, I'm joined by FJ here. What do we got going on? Scout Warby's Prisoner Keeper coming out. Engineer Lowstone and Ophelia Master of Arms. So global presence this time on a Lion Esports Club, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to see how Lions is like, yep, this time we're gonna take Ophelia and Master Arms this time. And I'll show you, like, maybe they'll show us how to run it differently or pretty much the same way. We'll see.
Yeah.
Either way, it's gonna be interesting. We see the templates coming out here from tmsR.
Yep. Obviously, the final pick still to be had by Lion Esports Club. We'll see what they end up wrapping up with themselves. I'm taking a look real quickly at other series while we are on the drafting stage still. Looks like so far the only other score to report is Stay Green taking out Nice Prize Pool. 1-0. So that series, of course, still going on, but Stay Green up 1-0. So Nice Prize Pool looking forward to game 3. Every other series looks like they are still in the first game, including the losers bracket, other than Happy Five Friends. So how about that? Happy Five Friends, ready for a miracle, ended up forfeiting, unfortunately. As a result, they're going to be knocked down to Gold Division. Happy Five Friends, they just ended up to be in the right spot. They get a bye in that first round of the losers bracket, so that means they're going to be staying in Diamond Division. And so we will get to see them once again in next cycle as well. Maybe even continuing on this cycle, depending on how they finish out, obviously. But anyways, Torture is the final pick coming out here by Lions. So if you're Lions, you think you're banning Sandwraith here?
Like you think so, but I would rather ban Sandwraith if I was tmsR, seeing as now it's Lions who has the 2 global ultimates, helping out Sandwraith not getting ganked. I mean, those 2 heroes are just really good at ensuring that your hard carry will not get ganked. And Sandwraith, well, you saw last time how that worked out. And I mean, yeah, I would probably consider banning Sandwraith if I was tmsR. I would.
Well, they got first ban Corrupted Disciple, so now wanted to have to deal with him. Rally the response from Lions so far. You also think of bans to come out, maybe something like that Devo ban.
From, that you always feel the Devo when you're playing with Super KG. He's like a scary good Devourer. Such a good pick, man.
That's a little bit out of left field. Now, interesting there, the Tremble ban, I mean, that, remember, was used in the Grand Finals against Stay Green by Lions in that game 2 where they were up 2-0. They were on the verge of winning the series. They ran Tremble, and they ran Tremble, Hammerstorm. I mean, it was an odd lineup. And obviously, in the end, it did not work out for them. But tmsR feeling like they might go to that for some reason. So
it's so weird. People are banning Tremble. Like, this is the 3rd game in a row where we've seen Tremble get banned. It was also banned last game.
Was it? Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, that was Lions who banned it though. It's like I don't understand it. Like, why is Tremble such a good hero? Why are people so scared of him? I mean, yes, he does have that global presence with those mounts, and
the mounts were. I think it's safe to say the mounts were buffed. I mean, the fact that you can't see them anymore unless you have water revs or whatever. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. But is that enough to just all of a sudden start banning him? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to ask them afterwards.
Samwraith's not banned. So how about that?
Not banned. There's the Pebbles at least.
Neither was Devour, for that matter. Interesting. Yeah, Pebbles picked up, though, by tmsR. They're happy with that, I'm sure. Lions, could they run the Devo here? I mean, looking at their lineup with what they have so far, yeah, they definitely could. Devo would not be out of the question.
Oh, and it's also pretty good against Pebbles, for that matter. Like, he has the magic armor and he has the hook, so like if you can get a hook off or man up on Pebbles before he gets level 3, for instance,
yeah,
you pretty much want the mid lane, but we'll see. It's always like a bit questionable. I like to get like if you look at the enemies drafts, they're having 4 heroes who pretty much has zero armor to begin with. So having a physical damage is awesome. We go with the Wretched Act though. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's hard to argue against a Wretched Hag pick, but damn it, would have liked to see the Devo. With that pick, though, probably not going to see Devour, probably more of a Suicide Laner in the end. Unless they want to man up, I guess it's not another question. Don't feel the pick.
Hack could potentially suicide.
Yeah.
I mean, we see IG do that all the time, at least. I mean, I know that Sibby loves to do it. Yeah, that's true. That's another team. I don't know. It's always interesting. You want a fan right-clicking Pharaoh, so that indicates that he's trying to get his hero on the board. So that means that Suicide Heroes has not been picked just yet. So you're right, Breaky. You're right.
Yeah, I think that Suicide just gonna be priority here for them. tmsR though, I mean, speaking of Suicide, they got Lodestone, so not looking for that. Looking for their short land. Is it gonna be Sandwraith again? Again, he was not banned. They don't have that global presence to go along with him though necessarily. Unlike the game one. So, whoa! You mentioned this.
Yes, I love that. I'm so happy right now. Haxon is a tremendous Nighthound player. Like, I was literally pointing out in that game I was watching that, like, Haxon just does moves in Nighthound that most people wouldn't.
Yeah.
And, like, he's really good. He's a really good Nighthound player. And Nighthound beats up most Suicide Heroes because that pounce just gets tremendously strong. There's the Pharaoh. Okay, well, I'll still say Nighthound has the advantage here.
You know what, obviously I'm very excited to see Nighthound for one thing, but also two, I've honestly thought that Nighthound's been somewhat of an underrated character. This hero has a lot of burst potential with that pounce. He has a lot of burst potential with that pounce on the backstep, of course. The buff to his ultimate, I mean, he gets up to plus 18 agility now when he gets level 16. I think it starts at, what, like 6, 12, 18, I think is how it progresses. So even at level 1 ultimate, I mean, plus 6 agility on a hero that benefits in multiple ways from the agility more than others because of the backstab. Obviously, that's a pretty big deal. So I'm definitely very excited to see him. The smoke cloud is also, I think, definitely an underrated ability, kind of like the electric eye effect, where it's a huge radius, especially at level 4. And what is it? 325 radius at level 4. And does all that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the Nighthound.
So am I. You know, the reason why most people don't pick Nighthound is because he doesn't have the farming potential that other people do.
Yeah.
Look at Lions going a sneaky route right here. It's 5-man. They don't have a really good first blood lineup though, but they do have, like, they are 5-man. And there we go, catching Tempest off guard.
That's big. Walls are up. Can they actually block him out right here? Take it. No, they missed the chain reactions. That was the big miss, and actually could set up for a return here. tmsR is not going to risk it. The chase still continues even. Rocket Drill not going to be used in the end, though, so just running away with it. They are chasing big time. Lion still wants to kill. They're probably going to get. Yes, they will. Super KGE will get credit for the Bloodlust play in that Master of Arms. So obviously a big start here for Lion Esports Club. Moon Meander was busy warding while that was all taking place at the top side. So definitely unfortunate they did not have Engineer there. His Kexon could have helped right there, no doubt. Or even the turret for that matter.
Yeah, but that was a big thing for Super KG, definitely. Like, now he's able to, like, if he wants to, he can go for the bottle, but I think he's just going to upgrade to Soul Screen Ring.
Yeah.
Because he gets a little bit more damage from that. No, he goes for a Mana Pot. Like, if he starts it with the Energizer, he's just like, you get so much more damage from the middle lane. Like, it makes it a little bit easier to last it against that Pebbles and also you can take a little bit more damage if they do manage to initiate on you.
And look at this too, they are manning up. They're manning up, they got the
Pharaoh going mid.
Yep.
Interesting.
They want to lock down this Nighthound here. So if you're tmsR and you see this, do you make any you can't. I mean, what could you do really? Other than maybe the Nighthound top for Lowstone, but
Nighthound can't really go middle. That's the thing. So it's pretty good what they're doing right now. Lions is making the wise move. But on the other hand, if Pebbles gets absolutely free farm and Lodestone wins against Wretched Hack, I mean, you should be okay. Tempest, you still have a Tempest who's doing quite well because he'll be enemy jungling and he has the items for it. So
yeah.
I mean, as long as Nighthound doesn't die, it's actually fine. It doesn't matter too much if Nighthound doesn't get items. Like you said earlier, Nighthound is one of those heroes who don't really rely on items as much as he relies on levels. Like, he doesn't necessarily need those items. But there comes the Initiate. He does have a pound. There's a Smoke Cloud. You could just jump Ophelia and you'll be fine. And Ophelia's now in trouble. Whoa.
Oh, man. Wow, one more auto attack, but actually they locked down Nighthound. Pound's not going to be up for 14 more seconds, and he will fall. That was looking close to a turn kill, but that was well played by Lions as well. Diving there and helping out each other. And they do prevent a kill from happening, so. Is he going to TP back to the bottom? No, he cancels. Oof.
Oh,
I
this is a
think
rough
that
day
was
for
an
Haxor.
accident. I don't think that was on purpose.
No, I don't think so either. It's a new thing where you like have a little bit more increased TP time and accidentally maybe not shift clicks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because there was creeps down there, so you really wanted those creep kills, and he was like, oh, he needed to click those in time, but yeah. Oh, that's very unfortunate. But I still feel like tmsR they're not doing bad or anything. I mean, they still have a Lodestone who's doing fine. They just need, what tmsR needs to do right now is to make sure that they don't get ganked in the middle lane by Ophelia, and have Lodestone with pool region, because he cannot lose to this hack. If he loses to this hack, the game is pretty much lost.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's maybe a little bit rash, but yeah.
Well, with the way this game is starting, I think it's
not looking good for tmsR if this doesn't lose. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, it hurts. I think it just ultimately comes down to the pebbles, though. Really, I mean, Slick's on pebbles. Obviously, it goes back to a lot of the times they need him to have a fantastic start. Nighthound again is gonna fall. So you said, just don't die. Just don't die for Nighthound. You'll be fine. Obviously, these 2 deaths now really hurting tmsR and his chances specifically. But it goes back to a case that you really can't make an adjustment here. You're kind of forced to do this, and it's not like he's playing out of position. At least the first time he died, I kind of caught that second time just late, but you know, they're diving the tower. This is a team that can dive the tower clearly. So this man-up choice here by Lion Esports Club. Meanwhile, speaking of man-up, middle lane, Pharaoh's in some trouble. Temp is coming for the jungle. Keg's done on top of the turret. The Mummy Wall's causing a little bit of issues there, but not going to matter in the end. Tankafet playing the Tempest will get credit for the kill. So that is good for too much sugar coming out right there.
That looks so stupid by Slicks.
What's that?
He was just like a stone golem, kept on walking into those walls, and every single time he got burnt mana and like pushed back. At top lane though, okay, a little bit of a mana, but
yeah,
no commitment.
Gonna be fine.
Both of them having a ball now, so they're pretty even right now. Not too bad. Kesu out farming a little bit, but not too much actually. Energizing now finishing Super KG though.
Yeah, you do see Wretched Dag applying a lot of pressure right here to KZU. KZU does have the Rock Show by elements and actually has support coming over. If Hag's not careful, if she blinked in aggressively, that could have cost her a life. But speaking of costing a life, Pharaoh is actually going to get caught out here by Pebbles. He does not have enough follow-up mana for a Chuck. If he had a Chuck, probably a kill, but cannot do so. Mummy Wall going to block out Engineer right here. Hasted Torture comes charging in out of nowhere. Impalement stuff. He's going to be stopped by Tempest. So here comes Lodestone. Can they finish off Engineer? No, they can't. Now Torture. Oh, the haste is going to barely keep him alive. Classic edition if he jets on out of there. And he's going to be fine. That was close, though. They're going to catch Pebbles, however. Pebbles, again, no mana. The Hellfire doing a lot. Ophelia's here. Ophelia, though, needs to be careful. Ophelia falls, and they don't kill Pebbles. Oh, that's got to hurt. Ophelia was in a poor position. Nice Tormented Soul, at least, to finish them off. That's got to sting a little bit, though.
So Safan going to try to go for that kill onto Lodestone. Lodestone could die to a Tormented Soul, so if Jonas Safan does the right move right here, he could potentially kill Moomiander. No, that's not Moon. Is it? No, that's Kesu. Sorry. Yeah.
He does have Tormented Soul. Wretched Dag trying to find... No, he's going to go to the jungle outside. Maybe an Engineer. Oh my god, that was really close. That was actually very close to hitting Engineer. I'm a little surprised by that. In the end, though, he does not connect.
Nah, not sure if it would kill him, though. But it was going to be very, very close, at least. Could have done it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I probably would have lived. But anyways... Very close. Alright, so, after all of that, well, what do we got? Big picture. 4-2 hero kill lead for Lion Esports Club. Master of Arms really shooting up. 340 gold per minute. So, he has that early Energizer. Obviously, he's been at the bottom lane. Speaking of diving, here we go once again. Nighthound's like, are you kidding me? He's taking some impalement damage right here. No ports coming in. Energizer going to be used. He puts the smoke cloud down. Very good timing. But he's still in a lot of trouble. He is going to be collapsed on, and he will fall. Again, no TP support. It's still very early on. Nobody even has a TP, so it makes sense. But Haxford is not liking this game. That
was so unfortunate for Haxford because he could have just held position, but he moved closer to Torture, so Torture saw him. Like, he was fine. He just had to stop, not move.
Yeah.
But he accidentally moved into Torture, and that, yeah, unfortunate by Haxford right there. Once again, a little bit of a misclick.
He can't wait to hit level 6. But even so, I mean, with Dust and Revs, like, that's not even going to be the best for him either, so... Yep, it just keeps going back for tmsR, I think it's safe to say. I mean, just easier said than done, but don't die any more times if you're Nighthound, and continue to get better farm on your supporting cast. Pebbles, he was off to a good start, but now it's slowing down once again. Obviously with all that back and forth middle exchanging going on. So he's not going to be getting a very fast portal key by any means. And the Master of Arms continuing to look really good. Unlike last game, I assume that we're going to be seeing more of an offensive build here by a Master of Arms. Being played by Super KG, would you think the same?
He's probably going to go for Steam Boot soon, and then I'll probably follow it up with the Shrunken Head once again, because Shrunken Head is just necessary against heroes such as Nighthound and Engineer and Lodestone. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to be seeing here. Top lane we now see Lodestone. They can put a bit of pressure to the lane right here. Pebbles is going to be joining them up. Interesting. They apparently really want this tower.
Yeah, they do.
I think it's great though, because what they're doing right now is that they're saying, okay, you take mid, we take top, and that's great because that gives time for Nighthound to farm, because they need to defend it somewhere. They're probably going to be losing 2 towers here, both mid and bottom. So I'm actually not sure if they're going to get top. This is going to be fatal if they do not get top right now.
The Hellborn takes down a Legion, takes down a Legion tower.
Yeah, this is ugly.
Couple TPs. They are going to get top, but it's taking a lot of time.
Yeah, this is
The
ugly.
Legion takes down a Hellborn tower.
And you cannot get close to this Master Arms. Yeah, Haxon is hating this game.
So the towers fall more so in favor of Lion Esports Club in the end. And now, that goes back to, though, this is kind of a benefit here for Haxon. Obviously with the tower dead, lane's going to be pushed up a little bit more, so ideally that farm will just start to naturally recover, but not going to happen yet, as you do see. They're still pushing here. Master of Arms going with the go in the ground. He has another 1,900 gold saved up, already 450 gold per minute nearly for Super KGE. So, and there he's gonna knock on the tower a little bit right here. See what he can get away with. If tmsR is gonna allow him to. So,
Lions is just making the perfect decisions right now. Like, they're not making any mistakes at all right now.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised. Well, of course they're one of the best teams in the world, but this is just out of the ordinary. Good calls, and look at that Torture now being caught here.
This is going to be a big kill. See, okay, nope, never mind. Deep the Master Call. Ophelia's touch, that global presence once again. Nighthound with the Cloud. The Tempest ultimate, but no, he's outside of the charge shot range. Charge shot does connect, stops it. Here comes the Shadow Storm jump, though. They get the kill to Tempest, but now Ophelia dropping, trying to kill Engineer, at least with the Minotaur. Not going to happen, though. In the background, it looks like Torture and Ophelia are dead. You got Tempest dead, so a 2-for-1 exchange is how it will end right there. So the numbers do end in favor of the Legion team, or maybe not. Farrell's coming in.
Oh, we could have got that.
Interesting, yeah. Josh, he has the haste, and he still wants to go in 3 seconds on that Tormented Soul. You see Engineer's like, I know it's coming. It's a matter of where and when. Did he use it? He did. Didn't hit, so he's going to be fine for now. But so some at least meeting each other in that jungle. But again, this is going to open up some farm now for Nighthound finally. He's still sitting. He just got his boots. I mean, he is struggling.
He's level 6 now, so that's something.
Yeah, that's true. Level 6 is big.
That's like...
Oh.
Farrell tries to catch him, though, with that dust. He does have dust on him, so... Has to be very careful right now. And look at that, tank effect giving Mumi a TP. No, a bottle. So he won't get caught by the rocket.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. Yeah, that was a close hook, but no cigar. Misses it, and more farm continue. You see another hook, or not the hook, but the Tormented Soul comes through, but it does not connect anyway, so. Engineer ultimately going to make his way back to base. Top rune, Infiz, and Pebbles wants to pick it up, and he bottles it right in front of Pharaoh. He threw the stalagmites out before. There is dust, yeah, he does have dust, and now he's going to chase. This is actually dangerous for Pebbles right here. Torture's coming in. Can he buy enough time? I don't think he's going to be able to. Pebbles will be finding the enemy while at the bottom lane. Tempest actually being gone on Lodestone, trying to assist right here. He does not jump in, though, knowing that he would have not been able to do a whole lot of follow-up. So down goes Tempest, and the roam continues. This Master of Arms, he is built. He is going for a tablet, I want to say, it looks like, by the way. So not going for a shortcut or even that Firebrand route, or even like a Null Fireblade. I mean, he's going into the utility build here.
Yeah, once again, we see the copy of Slicks, pretty much. Or, I'm not sure who invented it, of course, but... In comes Pebbles with the stun on Sophia. Sophia comes out with the Master's Call, does have the ultimate ready, doesn't get it off, though. Pebbles now in a little bit of trouble. Energize is applied. The damn energy field pisted away from it. Pebbles comes in once again, does have the shock ready, and down goes Master of Arms.
Master of Arms got very tunnel vision right there. It's not over just yet. The Ophelia Minion is trying to kill Pebbles, actually. He's cutting through the trees. Oh my god, he runs right back into the... Can he actually live? No, he cannot. The Tormented Soul would have finished him off anyways. But that goes to show you, still playing after death and Ophelia. don't know what Seal Kid's doing.
No, that was very questionable.
Like decided to hate life right there, and here's a free kill, guys.
No, Hag's coming as well. Maybe he wants to do the same.
Commander got picked off. Oh, yeah. Hand scan actually with the minions. Okay.
He got a double tap with the minions.
I actually didn't even see that. Well then. This game has been interesting. 9-7 hero kill lead for our Hellborn team here.
Yeah, that was a very questionable team fight by Lions. I mean, they're playing very aggressive for the fact that they weren't having Richard Hack with them. But it was still, it wasn't a terrible team fight for them, but it still wasn't what they could have asked for.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, tmsR played that pretty well. They were chasing Pebbles while Pebbles were juking around, and he actually managed to get enough bullet charges to get another set of abilities off. At least Chuck, which was pretty huge in that case because I believe it hit two players. The energy field from Moomiator was placed perfectly, pretty much. They didn't use Tempest ultimate. The Lowstone ultimate was also pretty huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nighthound now has his team boots and it's starting to get something.
Engineer is like post energy field down. He's gonna try to tank this and actually buy some time. Pretty good energy field actually catches Hack. There's the smoke cloud coming out. Will it be enough to silence? No, it will not. Nighthound does not chase deep. The Master's Call coming to Master of Arms. Fork Lightning hits 2 heroes right there. Nighthound invis currently. Of course, with his ultimate, Tempest still on the run. And that'll be the end of that, so Lions still really trying to keep... I am a little bit confused, because you know what, I think this game especially is more evident of... Oh, top lane, Ophelia will barely live. Wow, she barely lives against Lowstone there. Anyways, this game is more evident of Lion Esports Club and what might be their glaring problem, as successful as a team they are, even with the second place finishing at last cycle, is they try to force too many things. They try to make too many things happen constantly. They continue to move around. I mean, Master of Arms had a hell of a start. Even Wretched Hag has not been doing too bad with her farm, but both have been continuing to try to, you know, blink it aggressively, go for hero kills, and obviously that could work a lot of the times, but this game, I think it could come back to bite them if they're not careful.
They were stuck in the mindset that they needed to keep on shutting down Nighthound. So Hansken, who was playing the Ophelia, was constantly farming into the enemy jungle, which is fine, but you need to be prepared that the enemies are gonna be fighting you at some point. They're not gonna let you free farm their own jungle at some point. So Wretched Hag needed to make sure that he had a TP rate so he could assist with these team fights. Secondly, in the first team fights we saw that down there in the jungle, we also saw Ophelia get picked off before she actually used the ultimate, which is a pretty huge thing. Like, she didn't survive. She did get a double tap with the minions, but it would still be better if she survived, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it comes down to that, and also they don't have vision in the jungle anymore. Like, tmsR has the majority of the vision in their own jungle now. So I think it pretty much comes down to the fact that if you want to farm aggressively, you need to constantly be sure to have 5 players available, in case you work out a team fight. Now comes the energy field.
Yeah.
Onto Pharaoh. Pharaoh gets the wall off, and the energy field should get down pretty soon.
Oh my god, okay. Tormented still to snipe him, man. Actually, Pebbles, Stalagmites were not the best right there. He's in a horrible spot. Ophelia's touch comes out. Slicks is going to end up falling. So this time, obviously, Wretched Hag not with him, but it still works out. Speaking of Hag, she is going to eventually join them. But by the time she gets here, it's, you know, damage already done by her team. So they get the 2 pickoffs, and this could open up Congor now. And that's exactly where they're headed. So Congor attempt going to be happening here. Lightbrand finished on Hag. Tablet of Command is going to be finished here on Super KGE. So his farm is dropped. That goes back to, you know, you sound like you and I were both stressing. It's like he was upwards of something like 460 gold per minute. And, you know, he could have played more of the I'm going to sit back, get some bigger farm, get that big item, and then maybe make some team fights and pushes happen. But he's been very aggressive. He's finally got the tablet now. He's dropped all the way down to 340 GPM.
Congor goes
Still
down.
good, but they do kill Congor in the end. So, again, Lions Esports Club, they are still in the lead. But you kind of wonder if they were playing more of the let's get farmed up on certain heroes rather than just constantly looking for kills. Maybe it would be even better situation. But they got the tablet finished.
I think that's a good way to express it, Breaky. I think that would be pretty wise of them, because if you do have the advantage in terms of farm, they will also like naturally farm faster. Like a guy who has like a Lightbringer will always farm faster than the guy who doesn't. Now it looks like Hag is gonna she's getting spotted out by Nighthound here.
Yeah.
You might snipe the Skeleton King.
No. He actually got hit by the Soda Scream as well. So that just kind of backfired there for Haxorn. And instead he'll just he'll fall back. I saw the tablet purchased by Master, but he still doesn't even have it on him. Jeez. Okay, that's an expensive courier right there. There's a lot of items on that courier for the Hellborn team, but it is being delivered out. Obviously, Token Alive here.
Oh yeah, they're trying to set up a push now, and that's like, are they gonna defend or are they gonna push? It seems like they don't really know this.
Yeah.
Okay, Ophelia and Master Lance is just gonna push by themselves here.
And it's gonna be successful at this rate, unless we see some invulnerability TPs any second now. Not gonna happen.
Hellborn takes down a Legion tower.
Tower kill given up there by tmsR. Meanwhile, they find Torture in the jungle. Does Pebbles. Obviously, you cannot forget about the Pebbles portal key pickup and how impactful that can be. That as well as Lowstone for that matter. Set up the good marks, and actually they're gonna look to use it right here. Lowstone going in on the Master of Farm. Shadowstorm not gonna connect. Master of Arms still on the run. They're being collapsed on, though, by tmsR here. Tempest, however, in some trouble. Nightown jumps in onto Ophelia right there. Gets chucked in. Down goes Ophelia. Tempest ultimate going to be canceled immediately as Wretched Hag. They pick him off. Wretched Hag, though, she's getting bursted out. Nightown goes down, but so does Hag. Going to come up with the token of life, of course. Lowstone needs to rocket drill away. He will rocket drill the other way and be fine for now. Master of Arms going to pursue. Wretched Hag jumped in. That Tempest ultimate to lock him down. Nothing Pharaoh can do. Down goes Wretched Hag. So the Tempest buyback comes back big time here for tmsR, and that's where the fight will end. Another just crazy, chaotic fight, man, coming out here as they meet in the jungle.
That was a great team fight coming out here from tmsR. I mean, that Tempest buyback was totally worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, now Hag has no token. She's still not far away from the Grimoire, but she still needs quite a bit. And this gives them time to breathe. I mean, almost Energizer done on Haxorn, and I mean, that's something. It's not a lot, but it's something. And then you can follow it up with the Shrunken Head, for instance. Also gives Tankerfed a little bit more time to farm his Astrolabe and whatnot. He's probably going to go for a Shrunken Head as well. Like, in general, the more time tmsR gets to recover, the better. And Lions needs to be more focused on, as you said, maybe trying to make something happen, maybe push it a little bit, rather than just take the farming game.
Well, I think it's the opposite of it. I mean, Pebbles is going to get cut out right here, so this is going to be a big pick. Slicks is the one that jumped in. That proved to be a wrong decision coming out right there. So, big kill coming out for the Hellborn team, and now they're collapsing even more. Master of Arms finds a cutoff. Chain reaction since a couple. Engineer going to end up falling as well. And that was just tmsR making some poor decisions. And now they're going to fall apart. Casey's going to end up dying as well. So, Nighthound, the only one to live throughout all of that, and now Lion Esports Club really going to try to push the issue here and push into the middle lane. So, but yeah, I mean, obviously we see right here, and now this is definitely going to start working for them. But going back to, I think they were trying to force too much. I mean, sit back and farm a little bit more and Hag, get that Grimoire into the Shrunken, and then maybe make it look some big plays happen. But, you know, they're able to make it happen here. Obviously, they get some big picks, and now they push into the middle lane, and now a lot more damage has been done here by Lion Esports Club. So it seemed like tmsR was getting to a point of maybe making something, you know, holding off a little bit longer and starting a bit of a comeback. But now it's Moonmeander getting picked off there. The melee rack still dies. Lion Esports Club in a much more comfortable spot all of a sudden. Oh, wow. Devil's trying to go in right there. Bat Blast counter! And this is going to be pretty good for the Hellborn team. With a nice low stone stun. Shadowstorm on top of this touch comes out. Wretched actually is able to blink, but she ties him mid-blink as Nighthound actually comes in to finish him off. And now Nighthound's chasing. So Lion Esports Club overstaying their welcome a little bit too long here. They're going to turn on to low stone a little bit. Ophelia's still standing her ground. Nighthound very low on mana. Not much more he can do. He does have one more pounce left, but not going to find it. And Lions is right back in. Wretched Hag buys back. They really want to keep going, but no, that is going to be the end there. Lions insisting on being very aggressive this game.
This was just like a domino effect taking place right here. I mean, we saw Slicks being called up by the Ancients. Then afterward, for some reason, the rest of the team decided to go ahead and follow up. Like, they didn't need to, but like, they wanted to help out Slicks. It was too late, but they wanted to help out Slicks. And it was just like a domino effect starting right there. That cost them the racks. And this is very, very unfortunate, but... And I really like the item pickup here by Pharaoh, who went for the puzzle blocks. It's really cool.
Really? Yeah. You know, we see, this is an item we really have been seeing more and more of. Obviously, kind of makes sense this game against Nighthound, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like, if you pop it inside energy field, you can use the minions to kill off... Well, will they get... No, will they get affected by the purge? If they get spawned in there?
I don't think so. I don't know though. That's not one I'd be familiar with, so I could not say for sure. That's interesting though. That's
either way, they will be able to one-shot that energy field pretty much.
Yep.
So that's pretty awesome.
Pebbles
get picked off once again.
Trouble. Yep, he is going to end up falling right there. Combo wasn't the best either. He had team support kind of nearby, but they were not able to get that. Speaking of that, I mean, tmsR as a team right here, they're on the uphill. They're going to try to flank Lion Esports Club. If they can get a big fight, Regidak blinks in. So that's on cooldown. Shadowstorm, here we go. Going to be activated. Where the Lostal go? We went down here, actually. Went for a couple others. Torture's going to end up falling. Wall's up there. Tavis ultimate. Can it be stopped? No, it cannot. Going to be full duration. Not enough damage follow-up, though. If Billy was able to take it, Deep the Master's call. They turn it right there. Engineer goes down. And now the chase continues in favor of the Hellborn team. Temp is going to be chased down. He will eventually fall. Nighthound ports away. And Lowstone just runs away. You see right there. Both you can see. GG well played.
A tough
Lion Esports Club just getting too much of a lead. tmsR just says, put us out of our misery.
The Hellborn takes down a Legion Tower.
Yeah, that was an interesting game. Obviously a fun game. I mean, holy crap, a lot of aggression in that game. I think something like 34 hero kills in total by the end, but Nighthound did not work. I think is the moral of the story here.
If they didn't go for jungler, he would probably work. But the fact that they have both Tempest and no support for Nighthound down the bottom lane, that did not work.
Yeah.
There was nothing they could do about it. They could just let themselves get steamrolled all over by the tri lane. It was really want to be difficult for the Nighthound, and otherwise they needed to put him middle or suicide or whatever. But even then, it's not really so cool to do.
Yeah, that's